This is the Sim Pit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, but the real star of today's show is you guys, and we're here for today's edition of the Pit Stop. Sorry, I completely forgot my intro, but that's okay. We are here to talk sim racing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the pit crew and giving me conversation on sim racing. So, lots to talk about for a Tuesday. We've had a little up and down as far as news goes, but we do have a little bit to talk about, so I'm going to move things along at a pace, because one of the things I actually want to go a little more in detail with, a little food for thought, or a little my thought on the topic. But let's start things off today with Forza. I'm at the Forza Motorsport Twitter page, and a couple of things. Number one, there is the August update, and number two is the Forza Monthly. So let's start with the monthly. We've got the Forza Monthly stream. Hope you can come and join us. That's going to be yesterday, so I'm actually telling you about the replay and the ability to go back. So it was done live, so you'll see comments scrolling along the side with people in their comments to what they did. But if you missed it, you can go check that out, and there's a little shot of it, them talking what's going on in Forza Horizon. Oh, he's got welcome to the Horizon. He's got the pink shirt. There's the pink shirt. In addition to that, also, they talk about the August update that is now on their website. And if you go to that, it'll give you the full list. So this is at the Forza Motorsport website, Forza Motorsport Net, Forza Motorsport 7. So this is in regards to 7, not Horizon 4. But it's an update that will launch Wednesday, August 8th. So tomorrow, and things like the Aston Martin AMR1, that's a beautiful looking car, incredible. Updated track limits, time attack mode, drift upgrades and tuning, drift scoring, a whole bunch of additional changes, new events, rivals, leagues, and if you want all the details, Dave Blair, you can find out what's going on in the update coming out tomorrow. So, next topic of the day, Mercedes-AMG. This is the Formula 1 game, the F1 2018 Twitter feed. And it's actually also at Mercedes, and it's also at motorsport.com. And they are announcing the Mercedes-AMG Petronas eSport team competing in the 2018 F1 eSport Series in October and November. Meet the crew and check out what they'll be up to here at the headquarters. So, at MercedesAMGF1.com, you'll find this, and you will find the whole write-up. So, there's Brendan Lee, good friend of the show, right there. He'd been laying in wait. I'm sure he knew what was going on in the background, but, you know, he's been on the show several times. We knew something was up. He wasn't going to be excluded from the event. And so this gets back to the whole eSport draft thing. So one of these four, and I don't recall which one, I can get you the name. Let's talk about the guys. So we've got Brendan Lee, Harry Jacks, Patrick Crucci, and Danny Berezne are the four drivers here. And one of these guys, I don't recall which one, was picked up in the F1 draft. The other three were signed independently. Now, I don't know how many drivers. Now, you've heard me talk a lot of smack about the eSport draft that went on, and I'm not even coming down from that. But maybe there was a little more in mind for some of these teams. So if you think of the FA Racing Logitech team, you think of like the McLaren with the Shadow team. Some of these teams are now thinking a lot bigger than just the F1 2018 F1 eSport Series. Maybe part of what the confusion for the teams was that, yeah, we want to draft guys, but we're building more than just an F1 2018 eSport team here. So maybe we want more. Anyway, I just speculate. In this case, I mean, they picked up some guys who are great at F1 2018. This is being announced as the F1 2018 eSports Series. Brendan? Me or them? I didn't type Brendan. Brendan. Anyway, that's why I keep calling him Brendan then, huh? Instead of Brandon. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. But the main point is maybe there's a little more behind the scenes going on. But you will, again, find this. This is the official. I mean, and man, that's a great team to be on. Cool shirts, obviously. Cool perks. You find out about how they're going to handle it, what they're going to be doing, access for the gamers to the F1 Team's Performance Center. Located in the same building as the Driver in the Loop simulator, where F1 development drivers provide feedback to engineers on a virtual model of the car. So these guys are going to be inner circle with Mercedes AMG F1 team. So that is awesome. And you'll find that also at Motorsport, also at Mercedes, also at the Twitter feed for F1 2018. Assetto Corsa, it's actually 505 Games, the producer. I think it's Assetto Corsa, the developer. 505 Games is the producer of the game. If you missed out on their get-togethers, so they're doing various different get-togethers with various different employees. So here's Melissa Duncan, the creative art worker. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't she listed in like the top women in the gaming industry, if I'm not mistaken? Anyway, but she goes on to talk about her love for Assetto Corsa, playing it and being the creative artwork director. Anyway, if you had interest in knowing any of the Assetto developers with 505, you've got a little write-up just like that, a little Q&A with them so you can get to know them a little bit. In addition to that, I'm friends on Facebook with Marco Massarudo of Assetto Corsa, and he posted something, so maybe you should friend him if you're not, or maybe you should go check out his Facebook page if you want to answer this. But he'd like to know our opinion about car setup in hot lap mode featuring online leaderboards. Would you like to be able to change the car setup, or would you prefer keep it locked for everybody, and why? Same question for hot lap monthly online events. Thank you for your contribution. Please try to stay in topic. So this is in Italian and in English there from Marco Massarudo. But if it's a wonderful thing when we get an opportunity, when the developers are listening. They're asking for our opinion. If they implement whatever and you didn't go give them your opinion, you can't cry about it if you had had the opportunity way back when. So if you're really adamant about setups being fixed or open when it comes to hot lap and monthly online events, you need to go plead your case at that question at his Facebook page. So there you go. Go hit him up. Give him your thoughts and opinion. Onrush. They added something, and I'm going to applaud them, not so much because I'm a huge Onrush fan, but what a lovely title update that will be available to you all on Xbox One and PS4 tomorrow morning. The biggest feature included replays. Create them, edit them, and share them. Thank you, Onrush. I'm blown away by how many games fail to understand the fun and importance of replay mode. If you're a streamer, you're a gamer, you just like watching your stuff, replay mode sometimes shows off the game in its best way. So good for them for adding that to the sim. The Crew 2, they're going to have a CM Let's Play crewing across Motor Nation this Tuesday, August 7th. That's today at 6 p.m. CEST. Twitch TV, the Crew game. So if you want to watch them do their thing, when I checked earlier, it wasn't going yet. I don't know what that time is. CE. Oh, it's going. There you go. You'll find that on Twitch. When I was setting the show up, it wasn't going yet. So that is just literally going live now. We've been talking about the update to GT Sport that went on. Well, just like any other sim, you make an update. If it's big enough, you're probably going to need to update the update. And so we have that coming to GT Sport. An additional 150 megabytes to fix and correct some issues with the July content. Downshifting issue for the Mercedes AMG F1 car. Other changes. Decals on the 787 Mazda. Things like that. So an update to the update. Much to be expected, and it's already on its way here. Race Department has a write-up here with some NASCAR Heat 3 images. These are some new images of the game. Trucks on the dirt. Yeah, baby. That's fun. Anyway, some cool photos if you want to see. That does look beautiful. That's the Glen for sure. The Glen. Dirt. Late models. Or modifieds, not late models. Those are modifieds, I believe. I could be mistaken. Some great looking photos from NASCAR Heat. That could be a fun game. That could be a really fun game to play. I'm not going to deny it. Derek Spear has some colored conceptual drawings of his pre-built DIY rig. I think that's the best way to describe one of these type of rigs. Oh, I love the Sim Pit colors. Thank you, Derek. Laker colors. Red, white, and blue. America! France! There you go. So if that's something. Now, this is sort of an unofficial. So this was sent in, but as far as the auction system for the DD1, apparently there was a slight delay. Let me scroll down to get you the exact wording here. And this is sort of kind of hearsay-ish, because the way they do their names is also kind of interesting on his forum. Wait, where'd it go? It said it was going to be delayed for 2 weeks. Where'd it go? Ah, right here. Update 2. The auction system is running, but we need more time for testing. This was posted on July 30th. We have to avoid the problems, blah, blah. I assume it will be postponed for 2 weeks, but we'll give you the exact date as soon as we have a reliable date. Also, Dominic. Dominic, see, this is the part that makes it legit. Dominic is like the PR marketing guy for Fnatic. Unfortunately, we will not be running the auction today. It has been postponed while we continue to test the system. So, anyway, I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but they have been delayed on the auction. So, McLaren Shadow, we talk about the drivers that were not drafted through the F1 eSport draft, but were added to the team, Ollie Pakala being one of them, to the McLaren Shadow team. So last month they announced him. He is the first member of their F1 eSport team, but who will join him? All will be revealed tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to have to tune in to Project Shadow McLaren just to find out who his teammate in the competition is going to be, as the drama of the F1 eSport series continues. I think I've already mentioned this, but August 24th is the release date for F1 2018. Dark Side of Gaming has a write-up with the minimum system requirements and recommended requirements. So for those PC users, obviously this doesn't apply to Xbox and PS4 users, but this gives you an idea what it will take to run F1 2018. That's at Dark Side of Gaming. I know I've mentioned that before. Dave Blair, yes, you are correct. I'll get to that at the end of the show when we get to Sim Pit-related things. PC Gamer, talking about a GTX 1080 for just $430 at Amazon. This is the EVGA GTX for the win, too. $460 at B&H, $429 on Amazon, making it one of the cheapest 1080 cards that you can find right now, apparently, they say. Don't trust me on that. You're trusting PC Gamer. PC Gamer also talking about the Samsung. They're building a high-capacity SSDs to flood the market. That's great for us. With 1 to 4 terabyte drives, SSD drives. So, with this said, this kind of implies that we're going to see a dip in pricing in SSDs and see some truly high-capacity SSDs, which will be nice because a lot of people, if you're like me, you got yours early, it cost you a fortune. So you're running like a really small main drive with your operating system and maybe your favorite games, and then you're still running a spinning drive for your mass capacity and the games that don't require that same speed. Staying on the deal train, Thrustmaster T300 is normally $399 at Newegg. There is, oh shoot, hold on, bear with me. There is a code. I'm going to put it here. This is a discount code for the T300 RS. I've had a couple of people in just the other recently ask me about this wheel in particular. That code at Newegg will drop the price of the T300 down to $249. So that's $150 off. That's a good deal. T150 is also got a discount code, very similar, with a 69 at the end instead of a 68. But that discount code right there, EMCPXPW69, for the T300, it was EMCPXPW68. I typed it in the chat, but that drops the T150 down to $179. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on a pretty good deal. T300 at $249. That's a really, really good deal. So good to know about. Tell your friends if you're trying to get them into sim racing. Billy Strange in the house. Welcome, Billy. Welcome, everybody. I just, Lionheart, I've sponsored one of their races. They're a friend of the Sim Pit. And so I just like to let you know in good action. It's one of the best racing series that you're going to be able to watch or join. I would highly recommend if you're looking for a good IndyCar league, you got to check these guys out. These are the best of the best IndyCar league guys in iRacing. But Brian Yapchik, who I believe has won a handful of races already this season, fought off the usuals. Dan Guerin and Adam Blocker seem to always be up at the front. But you can find the replay at Global Sim Racing Channel, and the next race, Grand Prix of Sonoma, coming up in 15 days for those guys. So congratulations to him. Forza Horizon 4 expands presence of hospital records. And I was like, oh, wow. So they're charting death and crashes like Grand Theft Auto? No. I totally misunderstood. Hospital, the brand name of a record label. Anyway, I have mixed feelings on this thing. I'm to the point now with all the copyright infringement crap going on. It's like, you know what? Don't give me any music unless you're going to give me the license to play it. Because I want you give me music, I want to play it while I play. And if I stream it and I get my channel locked down because of your choice to work with the hospital. So anyway, I'm telling you about hospital. Forgive the rant. I didn't mean to do a rant there. Copyright's been stepping on my toes every day, and I actually don't even try to do anything illegal on it. Just sometimes I'm stupid. Sim Racing World, talking about the Daimler test track. So Daimler, like Daimler, Chrysler, Mercedes, is that what they're talking? Chrysler's not part of that anymore, I don't think. Daimler, Mercedes. Anyway, their test track has been converted from a mod version made for Assetto Corsa has been converted over to R Factor 2. So that's a good thing. Another track for R Factor 2. Don't know if it's good or bad, but just figured I'd let you guys know about it. Cool story at Kotaku and how one driver, Richie Stanaway, who's a V8 supercar driver, I believe. Anyway, he got his start, so to speak, in racing, literally playing like the old V8 supercars. Codemasters V8 supercars on the PS2 was where he really started, along with playing Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, and so on. Excuse me. Well, he's gone on to have a very illustrious, is that the right word? Very successful career in real life racing. But he's another gamer turned racer. I mean, obviously with things other than just gaming talent behind him. But cool write-up here at Kotaku, and he is the real deal, and he still talks about his love for gaming. There's his setup. He's also known for playing a lot of Counter-Strike Go as his main game nowadays. And you'll find that at Kotaku about Richie Stanaway. Canada is opening its first eSport arena to come up in Canada next year. This is in the Richmond area of Canada. So they're doing it very quickly. It's going to have a 250-seat spectator, more than 40 setups. And, I kind of think about eSport in Canada. I think Canada is a little more racing fanship than America. So maybe they'll get more racing eSport than generic eSport. But just want to let you Canadians know about that. We talked about the up and down of VR. Is it here? Will it go? Should it stay? Should it go? Anyway, this article talks about how, gosh, it was 4 years ago that Oculus and the Vive came out. 4 years ago. And we haven't really seen massive changes. We've seen a lot of software improvements to utilize it. But things are helping the future of, like, the Open XR API standard. I think we talked about that, like, last month. Anyway, a lot of build up to the future of VR, and it has been a little halted, but at the same time, it might be just sort of laying in wait. I'm very optimistic for the future and the next gen. I'm so, I've done it a lot, and I do like VR, and I have arguments against it, but it's to the point now where I, like, 4 years of waiting, I'm almost ready to buy an old one just to have it available to me. And to finish off the news portion of the show before I move into just SimPit related things, I love showing rigs, and I love showing rigs that are Deathmobiles. And this is a very clean, very nice, very beautiful Deathmobile. Posted by Tiefman, and I don't even know how long ago, 14 hours ago it says. But this thing slides right under his work desk. That's the perfect idea for a Deathmobile. And he has some conceptual drawings before he planned it. He didn't just start hacking it together. And a little DIY in the works photo, letting you know and see how it comes along. Again, this is my favorite. Look at that. Disassembled G25 or G series pedals. What's he running? I missed the wheel. What's his wheel? Looks like a G9. Yeah, G920 if I'm not mistaken. But there you go. He took the pedals out. I love doing that. That's a great idea. And painted it up real nice. And congratulations to him. This is at Imgur. How do you say that? Imgur.com. And you'll find it on our DIY sim rig for VR racing. So, well done by him. And I thought that was a cool thing to show you guys. Made me smile. So that is going to do it for the news portion of the show tonight at 6 p.m. Me and the patron guys, and maybe we'll make it open to those also in the audience. You got to tune in to find out if we'll have room. Devin Booth will be streaming Project Cars 2. Don't know what we're doing. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we tested cars on a track we knew, and then we took them to the unknown, or we played with them, and then we raced them. We might be playing. We might be searching for next week's car. Don't know. It's all up Devin's sleeve. But I'll be there at 6 p.m. to have some fun with Project Cars 2. And a lot of my good friends on the Patreon group will be there as well. And I encourage you to come out and get ready to race with us as well. Should be a lot of fun. That's tonight at 6. And then the last thing I'm going to say before I do end this show is that tonight, I'm guaranteeing by midnight, I will just stay up. My next level racing motion platform review is finally finished, or will be finished. So I do have some work to do, so I'm going to have to get off the air. I'm going to have to stay out of chat. I'm going to have to stay away from Discord, and I'm going to have to buckle down and get that sucker done. But I can see the finish line, so I just got to concentrate and keep working with it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the pit crew and making it so much fun just to hang out, talk about sim racing news each and every day. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.